could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. So I hypnotized 4 hypnotists. It took a lot of my spare time, the rest of the conference. We had such a good time. I hope we have as good a time today. Let me start off with a little story. Many of you are hypnotists, and you need a joke. Every hypnotist needs a joke. You know, if you go to the JCs, Kiwanis, Speak, or something like that, you need a joke. You know, hypnotists are always counting backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, etc. What is that? That's Bo Derek getting older. That's my joke. That's my joke. I'm one of those odd people that got into hypnosis later in life, like many of you. My original career was in Christian ministry. I'm an ordained minister, and I have the bachelor's and the master of divinity and all that stuff and that you need for ordination. And at a point in my life when I was looking for something else along with it, I got introduced to hypnosis. And to be honest with you, my original contact about doing hypnosis was very negative because I was asked to do some speaking, and as part of the speaking, they also used hypnosis to help with weight loss. And I went, oh, hypnosis, how hokey does it get? But I talked to one of my psychologist friends in my church, and he said, oh, hypnosis is fine. He says, it's not a cure-all, but it's a good thing. He says, I wouldn't be afraid of hypnosis at all. So I got trained very, very superficially. I mean, very superficially. I even said to the guy training me, I said, now, don't you need a license for this or certification or something? And he looked at me and he made the sign of the cross and said, you are certified. That's a true story. Well, I went out there and started doing seminars. And amazingly, these people got incredible results. It was, one, they were really hypnotized. Be a room about this size, this many people more. And I mean, these people are like, just like the stage show, they're like, you know, they're practically coming out of the chair. And I'm up there going, what a script. Wow, this is good stuff. But really, I began knowing very little about formal hypnosis. My training was all backwards. My students take my classes now. I have a state-approved hypnosis school for NGH. I tell them, you have so much more of an advantage than I had starting out, because I really had to learn the hard way up. But what I noticed was, in these seminars, one reason people were getting results was they were experiencing what we now label as hypnotic phenomena. I didn't know what that meant then. I just knew that some wow things were happening. One of the things was, I used in this seminar, I didn't write the script, I was just using somebody else's script. We used a very powerful food aversion. And you know, the first hypnosis training I took, the real hypnosis training I took, I was a little disappointed because one of the first things the presenter said was, aversions don't work. Well, by that time, I already had a testimonial book that thick of people who said it definitely worked, who had lost significant amounts of weight. So that was not true. So there's a lot of teaching out there about hypnosis that is not research-based at all. If you actually read real research, you'll find out many of these things you're taught, many of these conferences, are not true at all. And if you read the research, you'll find out really what is true and what's not true. But these people were getting these incredible results. Well, then one time I'm doing a session in a hotel like this, and in the very next room, there's so much noise, I can't even begin to do hypnosis because I needed that quiet. So I march over there to complain, and it's a stage hypnotist, and 200 women bankers are falling out of their chairs laughing. I mean, just dying laughing. And I'm standing back there, you know, the self-righteous, I do clinical hypnosis, yeah, right, seminars. And I'm watching this, and I'm going, that is so neat. And so I literally called the guy the next day that was doing the show and said, look, I'll pay you $1,000. Would you train me how to do stage hypnosis? So he trains me, and it was just a lot of fun. And all of a sudden I started doing stage hypnosis, and I got much better at the clinical overnight from doing the stage. Now why? I'll give you an example. I had a lady come to me last year. She really wasn't